part of this program by sending our text messages to the numbers 078507050, 088153600, or 031622622. That are the numbers that we will send on our text messages to for most start the program proper one. Of course, some of them are there in the studios with members of the consortium of progressive political parties where they would meet for me to discuss more of the importance of the establishment of Copp. And as a result of that, family will not say now of national interest and a national institution. So we need for know waiting Copp there about and waiting exactly the day for. And as a result of that, I get my studio guests there in the studio. We set for maybe we will talk about really more especially about the consortium of progressive political parties we don't recently established. And we know say, I think on the 23rd of September 2021, I think now they signed a memorandum of understanding among different political parties. We come together for see how they will form a very strong force, a formidable force with regards to political status and political undertakings of the country. But I will call up the mic to my studio guests them for make them say go be part of the program so that they go greet una outside there and they will tell una exactly who that them be. I will start first with the Mami will get now the studio where happen for the Madam Femi Claudius Cole, working at the chairperson for the consortium of progressive political parties. Mami, welcome to the program.
Thank you very much, Fambuleona. Good morning. As you say, me na Femi Claudius Cole, the chairperson for Unity Party, and also the chairperson for the consortium of progressive political party, where we call Copp.
Yeah, of course, that now the voice of Femi Claudius Cole. We now the chairperson, and if you don't be a presidential candidate for Unity Party in the past election, and the happen for be the chairperson for Copp. Copp now consortium of progressive political parties. Then in the studios also I get with me Tony Sunga, who happen for be the PMDC chairperson, with the national chairperson of the PMDC party, which will be at the studios. Welcome to the studios, sir.
Thank you very much. Good morning, family in Radio Land. I'm Tony Songa, the national chairman for PMDC party, and a founding member of the consortium of progressive political parties. Within our Kenema today, for make we all know what the consortium is about. Thank you very much.
You're welcome to see. I think most of our legends vary. Most of I think on our tour and the Mamina on our first time is for come to the studio.
Yes, please.
So on behalf of management, once more welcome on.
Thank you very much.
Okay. Of course, the usual voice when I hearing at the radio when I John Sivali happen for be the
Good morning, listeners. Me John Sivali for APC.
Yeah. Of course, that are the usual voice of when I John Sivali. Of course, coming to the program proper, family once more for reminding of the numbers as 078507050, 088153600, or 031622622. That are the numbers they want to call on and be part of the program. Make us start with you, Chairman Tony Songa. With the area about Copp, consortium of progressive political parties we don't established. And first of all, how many political parties comprised of this particular movement?
As it is now 13 political parties comprise of the consortium of progressive political parties. And we bring together this consortium for address national issues. We're not 2 years in existence. We begin at a low key because we finally say every political party, they give you idea, they give press release, they give you issues. We decided for come back together for talk with one voice for Mama Salon. And then we'll begin now, we call all political parties, including SNPP. Initially, they begin with get to a point and they cut off the no country. We call them, we write to them, they don't respond. So other political parties decide, okay, we talk with one voice, I think ideas that they come together. So they will come together and form this consortium. Like here you address just now, last year, September, we signed a memorandum of understanding between all the political parties. We comprise the consortium. And quite honestly, We don't do so much because we help government, checkmate government for address national issues. Now, only a responsible government go out for listening to opposition parties because opposition parties are not enemies of a state. They help you for checkmate you for do what you suppose promise for doing or do. So that reason make we form this consortium, and we thank God of whose side we don't reach so much. So now we don't the Kenema now. We don't come for make people themselves know, make we bring the consortium to them. We don't decide for tour that the whole country for make the consortium. Freetown is the only Sierra Leone. Kenema is a very important area, especially for the eastern region. And we thank God for the kind leadership we'll get. As a consortium, we don't get no post, we don't get position, we don't get fight for no positions. We just get one leader. And this time we decide to try a woman with our leader. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you for that submission. Family, of course, I will continue for sending our text messages to 0785070500, 088153600 or 031622622. That are the numbers they want to send on our text messages. Of course, later we'll open the phone line. Yes, make a count to the myself when Madam Femi Claudia spoke. As a result of voting, and Chairman Tony don't explain about how many political parties they don't come in when I even invite the current SFP party, but they not turn up. What you really are the motive of Copp?
Well, actually, Copp evolved from the issue we actually make Copp start. Now being the decentralization policy. Now I can call and say now I'm the catalyst. We all come together. So right now we are a group of opposition parties. We get parties that amongst we get small fracture in between, like say the chairman to we secretary general the other side. But for the most part, the group were there together very, very cohesive. And we come together so that as opposition parties, instead of with the FET 1, we come together for say we get a stronger voice. And like how they can say no more, one and bangles not a shake. We discover say when we come together, we be able to accomplish more. And I can realize say really and truly, it's a shame where political parties and political party members can affect themselves. Because I can't realize say the thing the way they unite we, it boku pass the thing the way for the divide we. And when we work together with people then, especially people of different views, different ideologies even, you they begin for capusens. You they begin for really see things from a completely different perspective where it's much more beneficial than you one grain no more feel to say, na me one grain get sense, na me one grain go able talk, na me one grain sabi. So if I for say waiting at the one of the core values of the consortium, na the fact that we they bring people then together. And the beauty is we they bring people them from all the regions. So nobody no get for claim say na Messiah, not to Messiah, na them, na una, na we. This is just Sierra Leone.
Okay, I will come to you later. John, make a bring in quick and John Sivali. What in the presence of Copp within Kenema district? How felt Copp did?
Wow, well, this is a fine question. Actually, Copp don't come. They don't come talk to Kenema people. Again, this come with them come so now for me then talk and consult political parties. And this consultation we then do during the outreaches. We start on a Kailan district first of all. We talk to Kailan people and all political parties in Kailan. We will meet and talk to them. We share the ideology of Copp with them, and then they are so amazing. In fact, they don't begin self now for establish a committee, a district committee for Copp. From there we come Kenema district. Kenema district also gets a big meeting with all political parties. Na the PMDC office. You understand? And in fact, in Kenema,
parties we already don't sign the memorandum.
Yes, of course. The progressive political parties. Yeah. Of course, now a collection of opposition parties will come together for checkmate government, for monitor, for ensure accountability, transparency, and good governance in the country. So it's like Wikaya. In fact, Kenema said a welcome. Mammo traditional welcome. The reception was so nice at Kenema. Very fantastic. From Kenema, we'll go Puja on the street. Of course, Puja on the street also we able for meet with the people. They said they'll be so happy about the presence of Copp. In fact, some people be want Copp for make to them. But again, the leadership they try for put things together for make them reach out, now the districts there. So they were so happy. And also in Bo, we also told Bo, we meet with Bo people, the parties and Bo, we also establish the committees. And yesterday we were in Matrujong. Matrujong also then received Copp in a very laudable, manner. In fact, the people in Matrujong, then what we can find out about them now, the communication, gap. And then but we really want for make Copp go and talk to them, about waiting because they hear about Copp, but they not be done we don't see the national leadership for talk to them. So it's like we were there yesterday, we come back. So it's like all the movements that we don't do, I believe say they rotate the offices. And one thing, the beauty of Copp is not to leadership people they glamour for. You all put parties and way they then get up. If we say today, okay, we go PMDC and they will meet, we go meet. If we say we can APC and they will meet, we meet. So that's the whole beauty of it. And again, the people actually they're glad for welcome, particularly in Kenema, in the east. They're glad for welcome Copp because a lot has been said about Copp. Oh, they hear about them, but when they come, with the leadership, for really can't explain to them what Copp mean. Everybody don't love Copp. In fact, we don't establish what they call the Copp committees and all the districts that we don't work at. Today, we are going to Moyamba for make us to talk to the people of Moyamba. So they say we'll get the idea about Copp. So by and large, and that will not start so far in the outreaches and consultations.
Yeah, quickly, somebody outside there go and know which political parties we already don't sign the memorandum for be part of the consortium.
The APC, NGC, UP, NPD, C4C, PMDC, PDP, CDP,
NGC are part of them,
NGC very much.
RFP.
RFP is not.
Okay.
Yet. I mean, we get a good relationship with the RUFP, but they're not actually.
For see how bring them on board.
Well, we they allow person for look we if he like we can join we.
Okay.
We know they go out, go say power for go grab person.
Yes. So as a result, at least we don't get 13 political parties.
Sorry if I interrupt you.
Yes,
interestingly enough, when we go Kailau, RUFP then can the meeting and we embrace them wholeheartedly.
Okay.
They seem for really excited. Well. And even in Bo too, the IUFP representative attended.
Okay. Yeah, thanks very much. If I come to you, Chairman Tony Songa, somebody will say we don't get APA, all political parties association, and people that don't become somehow baffled between a relationship, one with APA, and two, what are the difference between our functions?
Thank you very much. A sensitive question. APA na any loose organization like Copp itself, and now you wish for join APA if you want. If you don't want, not join APA. And the formation of APA na for checkmate government. APA be supposed to serve as a pressure group for checkmate government, put them to the close. But for us, this APA this time, and let government do bad, they do good. We support anything the government do, and you can't run an opposition government like that, And the leader of APA right now, we get evidences of audios where he talks in and money they make. If they don't make money APC, they can't make money SMP. So until APC do for money, it will grab them. So finance is not a responsible representation. So we always talk so now Copp we all be withdraw with membership from APA.
As individual political
parties, yes. We all be right to APA say we are not members, we are not interested anymore. Until such a time we will go back, they don't go drive we. Because you wish for join and not for join. You understand? So as we don't move, there are two political parties out of these 13 we fractured. One foot the APA, one foot the Copp. But we try for main defenses. And when I ask Copp, APA support for the mediate. When I ask Copp, they try for mediate between political parties. We get individual fractured and the partism. We don't succeed for C4C, we don't succeed for PDP, we don't succeed for other political parties. You understand? So like APA now, then just on their own. We serve it on we own. We the pressure group We are opposition parties. We are not enemies of state. Because in any democratic settings, you have an opposition, a formidable opposition for checkmate the government. And then that will not come for create problem. Hey, Mr. X, they say they do this, you not do one, you support for one. So that's the difference between APA and Copp. What the APA for they do now, we they do for it now. As a national development and national interest, we will not get any regret for the association from APA and come to Copp, because Copp is formidable and Copp they for checkmate government. And one thing, there's every likelihood that any moment from this day to day, we can form a coalition. There's every likelihood, as a consortium we are now, there's every likelihood that we will form a coalition.
And alliance.
And not coalition. Coalition. Yes.
That one, I want to ask a question, but someone ask us straight away, say, go just blend all together. People, they take and say, election they can now, how the political parties they all come together as 13 political parties, how they get for do for represent the country in terms of presidential candidacy. Is it that when they come together and present one presidential candidate, or when they get for present presidential candidate as individual political parties?
Well, when we form the coalition, every political party remain as a political party with the ideologies, a manifesto, a condition, everything. What you make we come to the people? The people's power is greater than those in power, right? We don't come for make we talk to them. They say go for organize and tell we the national face what they want the coalition for me. Now, we don't test case. If they could not come Kenema, we don't find out say John West don't answer. Then are the strong person, the strong candidate for Kenema and APC ED. We don't test what I don't say no more. All the other political parties form the coalition, no will contest against John. Rather, we all come together and campaign for and support them. We want to have a rainbow parliament full of many colors, many political parties, so that we could really discuss Sierra Leone and take Sierra Leone to the next level.
Even going down to the council?
Even to the councils, yes. We do some test cases now, they not recently. NGC contest with APC. And we found out say APC had a stronghold. NGC withdraw membership in candidature. We all go there back, we pay for APC, the candidate win. Now, when it comes to presidential, now a big game. Everybody particular for go convention and conferences, forget the flag bearers. We now whistleblowers. When they get the flag bearers, we sit down and send in our room. Right? That's at the hot room. We now go inside it and give us a flag bearer and a running mate. If the flag bearer now unity party. Now unity party flag bearer is symbol. They go again now the ballot paper. Okay. We all the campaign for that unity leader.
For presidential.
For presidential. Running mate come up from other political party. That's what we want to have a flavor of inclusivity. Not all man come on board, so, every tribe, every region.
Make I come to you.
The thing that interests is so sweet.
What's in the gameplay? No, so see how at least when I will bring a government to a formidable.
Okay, now be very direct. Yes, the question when you ask, the answer is yes. There will be one flag bearer where the entire consortium they go behind. It makes and within the consortium, the core values of a consortium is inclusive governance, not exclusive governance. Inclusive, where every party, every region is represented.
Every tribe.
In order for Sierra Leone do three things. One, for Sierra Leone get unity. It means governments cannot be exclusive to a particular region. Governments can therefore be inclusive, where anybody from any tribe they able to identify with the government, with the people in government. And now one thing that's where Copp can deliver, because all the political parties are represented. Secondly, if you don't get that unity there, it is now possible for there to be peace. We see after elections, whether they born people like us, whether they enact Tamatis Copper in Comping, whether they malice in Comping, whether they badat in Comping, we see a politics of tit for tat. We see a politics of do me, when me don't come, I do you. That kind of politics no get nothing where they do for enhanced development and progress. And we don't see we country, to be very honest, we country don't dey match one place. For 61 years, we dey match one place. When we refer to we past glories, we refer to post-colonial days. We no dey refer to when we self dey govern we self. So I think the game don't play tey, it don't reach a point where the game simply must change. We get for do things now with an inclusive eye where everybody begin for identify. Not to them, not to una, not to we, Sierra Leoneans. And Copp as a body is the only answer, can be the only answer that can deliver on a promise of that nature. Whereby when we sit down inside, whether cabinet, whether whichever level, council, whether parliament, everybody's voice can be heard. It not just to be, it has pleased, oh, it has pleased. No, now it has to please the people of Sierra Leone. Waiting ever parliament get for pass, get for be in the interest of the people of Salon. Why? Not for party no more go in a parliament. Now I shall be now one pot now go in a parliament. Where every section go they look after and look out for themselves. Say no, that policy they una member we were the Falaba, now so it go affect you. Una wait we were the Western Urban, now so it go be for we were the Kenema. PMDC go don't raise the red flag. We own situation little different. We na a farming village. Oh no, that one they na a fishing village. That one they are na a mining village. We now therefore get a government of inclusivity. In order for let we get the unity, in order for let we get the peace, and in order for let we get the development. It's an open secret now in the world that governments of coalitions do better because they are inclusive.
So now like Gambia, like Sierra Leone.
Like Kenya, like Zambia.
Okay, family, that now the voice of Femi Claudius Cole. We happen for be the chairperson for Copp, when a consortium of progressive political parties, and moreover, and we don't be the flag bearer for Unity Party in the past presidential, parliamentary, and local council elections. Yes, family, I will continue for sending our text messages to the numbers 0785070050. 088153600 or 031622622. That's not the numbers in way you go use for be part of the program, for ask questions or something you get positive ideas we go on for share. That all will be welcome. John, make a country, you know one of the foot soldiers in the East with regards the political movement of the political party, and the political party being part of this consortium. How did you see the success of this particular consortium within it is according to yourself?
Oh, this is a light in the tunnel. I believe say no more will they succeed. Sierra Leoneans, we are getting there. Because you know, this is not the first time. In fact, you always say this is not a novelty. Now a down of a new democracy we want for preach in Sierra Leone. We want for see like how Mami rightly say. We want to see a situation wherein after presidential, parliamentary and local council elections, Sierra Leoneans will laugh and dance together, they sit in parliament together, you know. And one of the things that we even bring the war, na marginalization. Because after the TRC reports, we can find out some of the things that we call the war in Sierra Leone, na political marginalization. Where few people clinch onto power, the other people are left behind. And also, we want to see the beauty of this Copp, now where political parties themselves will get peace among themselves. Because me, I go talk this without fear that for like going to PMDC office now because of Copp. Now Copp make me enter a PMDC office. I mean if you say no more because I did APC and not for enter another office there. So it's like Copp don't carry a beautiful idea that political parties we are not enemies. You know, wherever one cry, others must cry with him. We need to make sure say we protect each other. We say APC cry, all other political parties for Kande. We say Unity Party day, we all for Dede. You know, so this is not the kind of beautiful idea. It has to do with how the people, because the people's power movements now much paramount, because sovereignty lies with the people. You know, the people have all forms of governmental powers. Then when the people rise up, freedom will come. You know, so we always people-centered administration and corporate try for look at here. you know, after elections, let everybody come so that we will discuss national issues. And above all, me I believe say Copp, this idea where they carry it, they don't embrace it na Kailang, they don't embrace it na Kenema, they don't embrace it na Pujao, na Bond, na Body Street, and today we are going to Moyamba. It has to continue infinitely. Even from Moyamba, maybe the other week, then get for Copp, get for go na North, get for go them Kono, the other parts and they will not reach all over. It's going to be a national flavor. And as it begin as a consortium, I believe say we dey reach a stage wherein it will finally be a coalition, you know, for kind of change, because we want to see a kind of system in Sierra Leone wherein everybody is brought on board. Yeah, so it's like if you can ask me that question, you know, the beauty of Copp actually is embracing. Everybody knows a Copp is fine. Even the one that way they listen with, even the meetings we'll get, the town hall meetings, the outreach sessions we'll get. SLPP we don't withdraw, but we'll be see some SLPP man the way they still can't listen because they know say the idea is good. We saw them in Kailang, you know, they can't sit down quietly for the listen. We saw them in Bo, they can't sit down quietly.
You get people that will not belong to political parties, then are sympathizers, then are admirers, but they can give and then are swing voters.
Good.
They vote any side. How will I don't try for capture them kind of people then they?
Well, Copp actually the cut across the board. As we say, political party will get sympathizers, will get members, you know, will get supporters, and then people and they then they're all over this place. And that's FKK, even our meetings, people came there who were not political party members, but because they like the idea of Copp, they can listen. In fact, for them, it was a beautiful idea where the Mami rolled out the mandate of Copp, you know. And in Bonds, in Matrujon, one woman grabbed, he said, this kind of thing, if we don't get it before, na Sierra Leone, like we don't come up and poverty. You know, because they really touch the hearts and minds of people, you know, na the grassroots self, you know, now they need a more, because we want to avoid this winner takes all. We election be, you will win no more. Now if you go now one room, you go take Uda and Uda for work for you. You forget about the broad mass of the people, you know, and that marginalization and governance now one for avoid. So it's like I believe say the advent of Copp in the realm of politics that Sierra Leone is a laudable initiative.
Okay, from when they listen to Voice of the East Radio, Vote FM 88.9, within at the Kenema Shopping Plaza. Of course, the program when they listen to Daybreak Salon program, we can count on from Mondays to Fridays, and as a result of all the two they discuss here, when I know say we don't get we brothers and mommy waiting at the studio with regards waiting, then they're about as a consortium what they don't form for come into the political arena of this country. Of course, a day with me co-presenter where will give a name, of course, without me and himself there's some question for us.
Good morning. My name is Lilian Kibalame. And so I take time for welcome on to the program Daybreak Salon. Remember, say you listen to Voice of the East, Vote FM 88.9 at Kenema Shopping Plaza. And I go on for know how confident una dey for see say this initiation grow and it will continue to make peace between the political parties. And second, yes, that's my general question. Secondly, mommy, I want to know how you confident for say you succeed in your political ideology.
Well, we're very, very confident. One, we always then at the group, the main executive, I'm not going to call her executive, we the main people, and because Copp only get one executive member, which is the chairperson, and that's it. We not get no PRO or any other thing. And me now one person where me love I get for Sierra Leone, it's unbelievably deep. I want for see a Sierra Leone, I want for die left a Sierra Leone where my great grandpikin them. When I go to my grave, then they go pour libation for me, for we all. I know once when they go to my grave, then they go suck teeth and beat per we. Say what you na do, na salon this one na left, then una tell we but timber, una tell we but mineral, una like we, una tell we but the Athens. I want to see a Sierra Leone way. By the same way God they take me life, I don't see say Sierra Leone don't begin change. Sierra Leone don't become the head, not the tail of the world anymore. So prayerful, they do everything in me power for make sure say Copp work. Right now, I can assure you say we were there inside Copp, the top management people there of Copp where they meet every week. We are a family. When one person cry now, we all they cry with them. And that spirit of family there, it get for start from the embryo. It go all over to the communities, it go all over to the people they all we get for be the voice and the foot of Copp. So for me, I believe say we get a good formula. I believe say we get a good plan, we get a good vision, and I can talk and say, for me, the day where I announce say I don't left Copp, no say there is something wrong with the vision. But when you see me committed, when you say I come off it on, I don't there 5 days, I go there 1 month if necessary. Know that I believe in the ideology of Copp. I believe say Copp can able for deliver, for put Sierra Leone on a good road. It's not a miracle. Once you get love, and they say if we really begin for see each other as we sister and we brother, we not begin see person, you know this tribe, you know that tribe, you know they're able for embrace and really understand the problems where everybody they go through. So I believe say Copp go succeed. I believe say and not only if God make we able for form a coalition and able for win an election as a coalition, not just about winning, about changing people their life in the country. For me, now that will be the sign of success. Where in 2 years' time, in 3 years' time, in 4 years' time, people then say, Lord have mercy. That's so salon be sweet. Hey, Papa God. We tell them why I so wake up with this concept. We tell them thank you. Let God bless them. Let God give them good word. That prayer day, for me, is the ultimate. For let us see. We all know here, but our salon been tan, our salon been clean, our salon been that, the Athens of West Africa. Me, I want to see them glory days, then they come back.
All right, that's not the voice of Madam Femi Claudius Cole, and I go on for now, waiting on our intention of this movement and waiting on our current activities.
But the current activities now we don't discuss with una, so we dey on a road tour. Why? We dey fit on where we get this idea. Now there we dey meet every week for discuss whatever na the current issue, be it the census, be it cyber crime, be it appointments of commissioners, be it the election. Waiting for happen for the election. How do we secure the election? How do we make sure election is transparent? How do we make sure election is credible? So we involve Pambokutin, but Freetown is not Sierra Leone. We no go there, they say Copp. The person when they carry out, they say Copp. That makes some man call with Tamatis Copp or Buttercup, of which we are neither. So we say, well, look, 10 don't reach, let we can out, can at the district, and begin to tell we party people them why we from Copp, waiting at the vision, waiting at the mission. Una they in support? Yes or no? Una want let move forward? Yes or no? If we get for move forward, then Una self get for be part of it. Una get for now at district level, begin carry the information, go down to what level. So now that's make we dey out right now. And from here, we dey head north. And then what we done now, we go na the side and a Freetown, we still. Someone say we come from politics and no one hear and no busy. And also we dey take a message, a key message where we dey go so on registration. Any side where we dey talk, we dey encourage people them. Regardless of whose party you there, who support you, give whether you register. Once you don't register, you get the ability, you get the power of your one vote. But if you say, even yesterday, oh, then I hear one lady, they talk in a corner, say, me, I don't say I know the register self. I don't say me know the register. I don't be self. So we also they out for try to tell we own members and say, una get for help in the registration process. For let we get the word out. Now Tony can tell them say that part when they walk away Ben, una put on a wheelbarrow, una wheel and go register. So the message also include the message of registration.
Okay, from that now the voice of Madam Femi Claudius Cole, we happen for being the chairperson for Consortium of Progressive Political Parties Copp, and the chairperson, leader of a political party also, one of the Unity Party. night within at the Kenema Shopping Plaza. Of course, this now the program where can bring on people them way get more information for share with now. We get more information for share with now rather, and at the same time, una say go ask questions and add on your own voice to the program where una go need response for. Of course, I will go inside the inbox and see how I will get una messages that I don't send. Of course, this one come up from Aisata. Aisata say, "I'm glad for hearing the voice of a woman we don't have stronger one in such a critical adventure way now on politics. Say that now one way for inspire Sierra Leonean woman there. Aisata say they inside that room around the street. And this other one say, I don't know if other party or other movement then will come will go for pull APC or SFPP in power. Say because I go remember 1996, I don't know if not 96, he say, not really sure of the year, he said that we form alliance for take power. He said, but the power struggle without forbid the leader of that alliance. It's not really a problem today. So I don't know how Copp will be able to manage some of them challenges and they. This one come up from Ibrahim. Ibrahim said inside Kenema City. This other one say, Madam Chair and the gentlemen in the studio, he say, I wish you are the best. He said, this is not about grandpa politics or granny party. He said, this is now about Sierra Leone. He said, Sierra Leone will not forget a very critical society where things therefore they happen in the best interest of the citizens, not to only one set of people. Of course, this one say a day inside Blama. And the other message say, I'm glad for the voices of we politicians from different political parties. We don't form a movement where they come together for see how they will participate. He said, but what's in the plan? Is it that when I go for bring one presidential candidate, he said, do I go on? No. He said, because I just know at the tune to the radio. This one they come up from Fode. Fode say it is a hangar. Of course, within Kenema district. And the other one say, they come up from Fatmata. He say, I don't become proud this morning where at the area woman they talk like man. He say, may the man they know say, I'm not a fit for right for nothing. He say, do ya woman they want more land for support each other as long as not for the right thing. Because Fatmata to talk to him, pumpy woman them. And this other one say, I say, hey, I wish I would see that my media where they talk. See, because from 2017, 18, I've been on the hearing name during the election. Say, but I don't see it. Say, I can really want to see presidential candidate there when a woman there. Say, that can give me more zeal. Say, I hope, say, one day me and I will see. Of course, by God in power. And this one, of course, also say, politics stand on reach. He said, I believe, say, this is not the time for Sierra Leoneans to begin think of politics. See, because if you say you have no day, politics in your hand go there by you. See, because at the end of the day, at the political game, then they determine the future. This one come out from Ishmael. Ishmael say it inside Shegoma around the street. Of course, this is not some of the messages that will don't come, and I will go back to my studio guests then. For me, them go respond to other questions and they or they make some comment them. Within that time, they form with them. Of course, others they will add on our voice by calling. Calling on the numbers way that's 07850750 08153 or 031622. Why my studio guests then they respond to our concerns and go and send through text messages. Yes. Anybody can.
Well, stop.
Okay. One. So long coming. Because I just take this call, quick them from there.
Okay.
Okay, fine with them. When I wait, make them respond quick them from there. Or might just take this person I want to yeah. Hello? Yeah, you're welcome, sir. Yeah, talk loud, small more, get you, please. Yeah. All right, that now the voice of Alex Jinabokari, where happen for be a member of the PMDC, I think, and the chairman for PMDC and the eastern part of Salon. And they will try for talk about Copp comprising of different tribes, different regions, and different people right across the country. So not to just about one political party or one set of people. Of course, any other response. Family, when I go wait, may they respond, then from there, when I go make una cause. When I go talk loud, of course, but make we forget the thing clear. Yes.
Thank you very much for the questions. First and foremost, our people in the family know say, because there be a rumor around saying that APC don't form this coalition and this consortium. I make them know say not to APC form the consortium, but that APC now founding member of the consortium. Like how we talked before, when we start this consortium, the first political party will engage, that be SLPP. They actually come on board. Along the road, they stop, they drop, because we oppose them. They don't let opposition at all. Quite honestly, we don't do a lot of things for still encourage them for because surrender for everybody. And we hands them open, we does the open still for other members they come. And we're interested for us say they are key stakeholders in SLPP where they admire this consortium so much that they give their own advices, that they give their own inputs. We don't call the names them, but they are part of us, that they admire, they are friends, and we are Sierra. It's all about Sierra Leone. So let us not go talk say now APC no more they form the consortium. No, not the organizer. No, it's not true. But now we all are founding members. SLPP can come on board. Other political parties they would not leave the room open for them, for many come. Make we all be part of this move for Sierra Leone. Somebody asked about if we form a coalition. Now one presidential candidate, yes, now one presidential candidate will go forget, and one running mate. Presidential candidate go for one party. The only make go from another political party.
Then somebody asked, he said if the power struggle because activity will make reference to
we don't know, we don't learn from the mistakes. These are things we know of, you know. But what we preach to we all is about Sierra Leone, it's not about you. Whether you're an old politician that you get the sense all of this country, no, it's not about that. Whether there is to be all the book that this country, then for be president, it's not about that. We get for come to the operational room. Situation room, they go there, all the flabbers they count one person for we that we get for set criteria. We don't get for favor one person. It can be from this one, but this one also, you know, whether you need the party.
Okay, hello. Yeah, good morning. But your name outside you call from? I don't know that caller. Yes, continue.
So that's all we they organize. But that coalition will form soon in the next couple of months. We don't form coalition. Then we all get for appoint, we all get for choose. That make we don't bring the consortium to the grassroots people, to the people, because now they get the power. Now they get for choose whether the leaders. So everyone of my party involved with all the create forum there for them. All man will discuss the issues of the region and the district. The cascade to we says you know we promoting up. Then we bring a cohesive, inclusive government for that every Australian will benefit. We don't talk about campaign now. We not come for campaign. We can't no more for sensitize and launch the consortium at district levels. After that, we get a lot of programs. We get lots of programs and some of the challenges. Like this will lead us in also they don't arrest, they don't sleep and sell truth, and they look for more arrest. But we will stop at nothing until we see that the right thing is being done. So then it's saved. They're intimidatory. But opposition, you must expect intimidation, you must expect arbitrary arrest, you know, you must expect unlawful arrest, a lot of things. But we are prepared for it. We know say that they gave that. So just some of we commanded the whole that's politics. But we're not going to grant for better whole, but make a responsible government listen to opposition. Sit down with them, talk with them. Then we can move Sierra Leone forward. Not about me or you, about Unity Party, about PMDC, about APC. It's about Sierra Leone now. Right? Now Sierra Leone we discuss now. So if they answer a few questions and then a few answers you get, I can allow many Mami say gives more, then John Seki run more day. Thank you.
Thank you.
No, definitely we get the question a lot with regards to leadership. And as Tony don't begin touch on, me the preacher every tenor meeting.
Yeah, hold on, Mameka. Hello? Hello? Oh, I think that person. Yeah, continue, man. Yeah, we will encourage you for continue on the number 0785070500. 088 153 600 or 031 622 622. Yes, Mommy, carry on.
I mean, the preacher every time in a meeting say, everybody get for suppress their ambition, we all get for suppress we egos. What do we get for do now for the best interest of Sierra Leone? So not to order fine, not to order handsome, not to order get money, not to order sabi all the book, not to order no. Who can deliver? Who that's na person we're able for work together with other people then. We're able for listen to the advice and the input from others. And who can win? Elect na person way you no like. It may not keep you girlfriend, it may not keep you boyfriend, whatever. If not the most qualified candidate.
On behalf for the sake of the country.
For the sake of Mama Salone, we choose you. But before we reach to that point, many other stages then where this way we can do so. Now stage 2. Stage 2 is waiting the people of Kenema, of Kailaon, of Bo, of Bond, of Pujeon, waiting una say as political members, as political heads, waiting una say. Let tomorrow we not go, we go begin sign agreements. We not listen to waiting they want for the inside the agreement. They say many heads, many hands make light work. So we don't give them the task now for let themselves begin meet together. And no position. Each committee they get Kailaon committee get one right man, scribe, secretary, call out what you want call am, and that is it. When una meet na today na PMDC chair. Tomorrow una meet APC chair. Next tomorrow una meet PDP chair. That's so we dey rotate them. NGC chair, etc., etc. We know they begin power struggle, not at this level. We know they do them at real national level. We know they do them.
Okay.
So now that way we want for begin for Cascada. Once we don't get that candidate the way we ought, trust me, this time around we will agree on one candidate.
Peacefully.
Papa, trust me. I dey come back na studio. I can't tell you the story.
I know.
We dey get one candidate where we all they can be enam. And no party no they change name, no party no they change constitution. Then they is different. Wetin happen with a change of name now? Wetin Nigeria do? Now they call a merger. All the party then can apport the one man they melt and make so one big chocolate and call them APC Nigeria. We know they make merger. We they make a coalition. So when you go inside parliament, inside the house, all parties should be represented. Now each party get for go back go do your homework. All parties get for go back go do their homework. And the big parties them amongst we get for share. If unity say I get 2 strong MPs them, I want to know about me, let them 2 MPs then they go inside parliament. Every other party step down. Una put all we in together, support together for let we get them 2 candidates in there. So inside parliament, unity party, if not 2 persons sit on there under unity party, it's fine. And I admonish political parties. Say we not for be greedy. No go put sin and you must way you know able champ, you know able sweller. You go now they go a lost election before side because you knew you had taken on too much. So all parties at the admonition, they talk all the time. Let all parties go know who say he gets a strong, winnable candidate, we popular and sabi wetin he go do inside parliament or inside council or inside cabinet. So now that way they will get for do am, so that every voice will be heard. And me they admonish we already inside consortium. We cannot afford to fail. Failure is not an option. For the people of Sierra Leone, failure is not an option, no longer. Suppress everybody, suppress your ambition. I beg. Suppress all things. For let the people then smell them and let them taste them. It is overdue.
Okay, from the voice of Madam Femi Claudius Cole, we happen for be the chairperson for Consortium of Progressive Political Parties. Chairman Tony Songa, make a come to you. NIB, when amongst the they get challenges. What are some of the challenges here while we go along?
The challenges, one are the intimidation from the ruling party. They intimidate you too much. Always they invite
somebody who's position on they go against the law. What you not done to really with the law?
This consortium is very low abiding. Choose the words they already talk, the critics they already make, we not say it of national interest. We don't go sit on a radio talk frivolously like that because we get more for talk. No. We address critical issues of national interest.
Intimidation can come up.
Just grab Madam once you as the one that said the whole thing are coming for. That's why we talk on radio. He said, okay, that's what I'm talking on radio. Now black up allow here. We don't say plan low all year rivalry tell me what you do. And then that's why the end. You know, they waste your time, intimidate you, threaten we. But you know what? That's about politics.
Freedom is not free.
Freedom is not free. You know, there's a price to pay. And one thing I make we know, we will stop at nothing until we see that Sierra Leone is liberated. We are all united. Now, you need to know more what. No, all talk freely, move freely, and do things within the ambit of the law freely as Sierra Leoneans. Devoid of tribe. Let us stop talking about tribe now. Let's talk about Sierra Leone. I'm a Sierra Leonean. You go to other countries, you don't talk. I'm a Ghanaian. I'm a Guinean. Let's not begin to talk about Sierra Leone. Say, me not Sierra Leone, but me not to me not to Timini. This tribal sentiment, this tribal campaign will stop them. And inside the consortium, all the tribes that did it, all the regions that did it are represented. And everybody get equal share. No one particular people has a copy. No matter your age. Because you get old, so tell you they talk, you have the head of a man, but the heart of a child. You know? Then now they look at, don't address issues critically. With challenges again, it hinges around finance. But you know what? I don't say that among the challenge. That idea about money, pay t-shirt and money for politics. All of them say, what's stop them? Think critically. That Australian I'm right for vote, the vote I'm right. Now go vote now for me so I don't develop.
To call up politics.
No way, not to call on now, nothing. We don't see examples in Ghana. Members of Parliament go to rescue and go to Yitumade. The old don't give them already to took that back in and say, no, not to this stress we want. Stop giving us rice. Teach us how to farm. We not give a job, let us save my rest for ourselves. Not begin to think that way. And one that be our to Australians, most of the youths. Let us be law abiding. Let us be peaceful for once. Let us stop violence. It don't help with nothing. We don't this violence, we don't keep born, say we don't get nothing to achieve. We don't go, it don't average, we will not achieve nothing. So let us stop this attitude of violence. Any politician will tell you, if you run for dreams, you go fetch. Call a call him wife, let call him man, let call him picking, let them lead, then you follow. As long as you not call him picking, they don't call family for lead that violence, don't be a part of it. You have yourself to blame.
So which message you get for your PMDC members in terms of Copp?
We don't embrace Copp wholeheartedly from the leadership to the last. And they encourage them for let we work. Now we your whole what say you call you struggle in the village? Fine, it left to you. Go and work. Now preach message to
you. Send message about you. Say if now the man this will not be running mate. You will not be running mate.
No, don't be But I want to talk to the PMDC people and every Sierra Leonean. Most especially the youths, where they within the age bracket of voting, will have been law abiding peaceful. You get right for belong to any political party. Now, yourself, you then have to sit down, discuss. We eat, we drink, we discuss national interest. Not intimidate to company. This do me do you, we don't want to say, now the same place we will not move. Now, this time on we don't deserve a card as a consortium for bring the first challenge we'll get. And for now, we unite the nation. As it is that the euphoria that the community, that the country, it's not good. There's every semblance of violence. And we will not want that. So one first message at this consortium, we want peace to Australians. Let us be violent free. Let us be peaceful. Let us be law abiding. Let us just go straight to the vote and register and go vote and monitor vote. We get result. We all come back together. The first week we celebrate. After the first week, let us think about the vote. That's all they're going to do. But we from pep to period that politics no more, politics no more, politics. Let us change the dynamics and now, please. Now for all we own better one. Thank you very much.
Thank you. John, you get anything?
Yeah, well, me brother don't just say. Mainly look at Copp as a barrier breaker. Because Sierra Leoneans, we really get barrier. The mindset, you know, and it's good that we don't begin this outreach program for the educated public about what Copp stand for. Because people that we don't begin demean what Copp stand for. But by merely coming to the radio, moving around the country, telling people, I believe say people then don't begin to understand. And then democracy, the beauty of it is an opposition. You know, any democracy without opposition, a family open to objection. And then we're not go born good picking if we didn't have a system wherein few people there in governance, then we'll not get people and with the checkmates here. So that's the whole thing why make Copp camp. And of course, we know say that this country, people then get that complacency syndrome. Even when they are dying, then go say, put your up, let's say, I'm not dying. You know, and Sierra Leone, that is not the way we should be. You understand? If you think things are going wrong, you need to say it. And the challenges they all bother with it. Now, some of them, some people they feel say everything is well with them, but it is not well with them. You know, and we are all other aspects is closed or it has been incorporated. Now only Copp now they talk for the people of Sierra Leone. So it's like as a opposition party, we don't come together for make sure say waiting the people they want for see. Now we they talk for. And then by so doing we put the government on the toes or deliver on the promises we make to the people of Sierra Leone. That then they will Lord stop this palace slavery. You know, when the queen, anything where the queen says okay. No, you know, that syndrome there for commons inside the realm of politics. Because if you continue like that, I know if you say today, me and you until we will build 2 rooms and parlor. But what is going to be, we'll begin the future tomorrow. But if I say they're not going to can't be now, you know, because we know they try for make people understand, say, this is how you should do for Sierra Leone to go forward. You understand? People come, they feel everything is okay with them when it is not okay. Yeah? Look at the situation, all this, we find ourselves now in Sierra Leone. Actually, Copp not to campaign with the campaign for now. You understand? We try for do public education. But when people they understand what they do, you know the challenges is many. But now few of them and then they will really want for people to understand. People need for change the mindset, may they embrace opposition because a country without opposition, I don't feel say that country they go better. Because now not few people are no more good enjoy the majority of the people and then they suffer. You know, and who said the people are not get voice? Now only Copp, now they give them voice. Now they talk for them.
So what do you want to tell the APC members?
The APCians, of course, with what we don't see, we are a member of Copp, founding member, and then we will continue to be member of Copp throughout. And then I believe say no more the APC, we will give support to Copp for make cooperate. And Copp not so for APC alone, because this is not the mentality where people and they go with say Copp now for come make APC win election. No, that is not the case. We are working on national issue. If I'm coming here alone for talk of APC, I could talk with you at the talk. But when I there at the talk as Copp, now national issues and with the talk, where they benefit everybody, all political parties. You understand? Not for APC alone. So are they really plead with the membership? Now of course APC, you know, say we get our deals, so they go through now. And that makes sense with big people and you know they're not part of this store what they do. You know, and you can understand. But at least that no water down with membership. We are still part of Copp and we give them the support we required. Everywhere they go, we make sure say we members and come there. We go to Kailan, APC people they attend the meeting, na Kenema, na other what, na Bonds, na Bo, you know, as well. And I believe say even more about today than therefore did it. Yeah, in fact we don't they host them, you know, some district and where they go. So now that's not the kind of spiritual one for people. Where we touch one, they touch all. That's all opposition parties for it.
I mean, shortly make a card to you because you come to woman and they outside there. A lot of women there where see get this inferiority complex. And at the end of the day, so woman not want support a country woman. But woman still want to get equal opportunities, they want to get free stuff. But you being a chairperson for Copp, now they don't they arrest you, they don't they do. First of all, tell the country woman if you're ready for stand the test of time. But there are still challenges ahead.
There are many challenges ahead. And
still ready for be arrested. Still ready for you still get zeal and say the question.
Actually, if you go to my home now, you they meet again one pack I call me fanny pack. Inside there toothbrush dede, one small toothpaste dede, brush dede, soap dede. So when they can for take me now, you know, my sister not get for begin yagba. Because the last time I sleep na CID, the clothes when my sister bring, the cell where they lock me is so hot. And the blouse when the sister bring, I be one to fiber long sleeve, where me get one kind zip, where not been conducive at all. So I get the correct clothes for when they lock you, where you breathe able pass.
In the standby.
In the permanently standby. So I hope say I don't answer your question. But again, it is wrong.
Yeah.
Because everything I can tell the inside Copp is you can be brave, you can be bold, but you remember, like me, so me last speaking all 22. But what of that woman when in your last speaking, they suck Bobby? She cannot afford for let you go lock her now, anybody in cell for some flimsy reason, for something where he not do. So make it able for sustain and be brave and be bold. But for that person where something I get for cook for your husband, now I get for prepare the pikin them for go
But I
school.
don't cut you. I read one story where I think I'm making of local where they lock one Kumbra
And became.
and became 17-month-old Pekin. The Pekin began for that.
That's well.
And now the people that even they face difficulty for getting a compensation.
You see, that's the point why they raise. So this arbitrary arrest is not okay. It is not good politics. It is bad politics. And if me want for say now, me don't appoint myself as the ambassador for the women. So wetin me do na me life, wetin me do politically, it matters. Because tomorrow for that other woman where they can't be any, they say, well, look at no, what mean they support her, Femi Claudius, go look at you, don't go do. So the responsibility, somebody asked me, he said, Femi, you name the go, people and they sabi you, they fail, how you feel? And I say, I'm scared. I say, I am scared. I have to pray every day for let God continue for give wisdom, let God continue for give protection, and let God continue for give wisdom for the one that I deal with. Because one hand bangles cannot shake. I depend on the team for let the team able for deliver for the Salon people. So for that next city where right now, so say they sit in MPSC, where tomorrow I go wear my shoe. Me get for set an example. So when anyone come out, they say yes, that last woman he perform, when I give this woman back. So I now have to be cautious. Say whatever I do, whatever I say, it will impact the women of Sierra Leone, positively or negatively. So even when people like can cost me Twitter, Facebook, oh, I get the way where they answer them. But I don't go come out now, I begin cost and say, well, look, is she an example to our girls? Is she an...
I don't want to tease you no more.
Oh, yes. They don't really tease me, oh, seriously. But I take it in the interest of you cannot do better if you don't know better.
How you go encourage the women for really support political movement, especially you, where they had this popular for your sake? How you go and really comment it?
No, I really try for encourage women this time around for let them come out and really solicit for positions, for nominations, for let them take part at ward level, at parliamentary level. Let them not shy away. I understand. I know how dangerous the terrain can be. Me MP we been contest last election, then born in O's. So I realize the risks are big, but we're not go able for shy away all the time. And me elect self na man or woman who then call me with then serious advantage. Woman, I can't support. I support the mayor up and down. So I want to encourage the women and say, let me not shy away. If Sierra Leone get for change meaningfully, women just have to participate. And one thing where Rachel Bangura Davis can talk is say, if you say you not mix pan politics, politics will mix by you.
So before you in your parting message, would that really in a Femi Claudius code before they cast Sabia into politics? Would that at this point?
Femi Claudius code na a nurse. Some people and they were sabi me papa when I've been Dr. Claudius school. He woke on, he woke boy, he woke on. My papa talk fluent Mende, he talk fluent Timini, he talk fluent Korean English.
Because of his service.
Because of the kind service. He worked on for many years. So then can talk and say I saw can Bobby for be that kind of nurse way very caring. I work intensive care in America. I just say boss me colleagues and say I did America for a while. Even after 5 years, are eligible for American citizenship. I refuse for take them. I not even think of politics at that time because during the 2018 election, all my men they come after me, say me not to see. I said, I look here, I decide no more me picking take all my family and take American citizenship, only me. I'm a lover of Sierra Leone. And you know that love way, sometimes and can do you ask him one well, but when you don't like person, you don't like person, don't you may be at the pain. Because when I sleep, I dream of the Sierra Leone, and they see an a vision. And they see that salon way, non pikin no dey waka barefoot. Non pikin no dey sleep angry. Non combra no dey go for go born. They wondering, and they come out alive. And as now we hospital, and they see people that die for things that were not necessary for let them die. And they see an education system where the promises are being made, but the promises are not being delivered. Things are being said, but they're not being acted upon. So I want to see that kind of salon day. And I can actually today they come, even yesterday when they come, now they tell me, I say, me, I like Mr. I totally they in love with this place where they call Sierra Leone. And as Tony can say, I will stop at nothing. I pray God for safety, and I can constantly pray God for courage, because sometimes the devil can enter into you, but from somewhere, maybe from somebody can just give you their words, and they can just give you that zeal for say, keep on doing what you they do. And I feel to say, what I get to now, I don't mean for sound, I'm not the most highly spiritual, but me not the most religious person, but my faith very strong, but I get the belief that God has given me a task. And one person, a gentleman by the name of Sam Corey, tell me one day, he said, Femi, not by accident, they make you chairperson of Copp. He said, I don't want to let you take a light. Before I cannot say, oh, me a chairperson and blah, 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 whatever. Now he tell me, he said, I don't want to let you take him lightly. He says, Femi, I think God wants to really use you. I want to make you take the chairperson of Copp as if it is the biggest job you don't ever get in your entire life. He said, not take anything for granted. Do it with all you act, do it with dedication. Not because I had an ambition to be president, I still do. But I believe, say, I go bow for the president where we all select. And I will support the president where we all select in whatever shape or form. We all get for suppress we egos and we ambitions. And history go forever judge we for the role where we go play if and when we are successful.
So shortly, what's in the future plan really?
The future plan now for begin forget messages back from the committees for let we craft an agreement, and also for let we continue for pray for the APC that God infuses wisdom into them, infuses unity into them, that the trials where then they go through then come out a stronger political party, one we go able for really embrace, as they already don't begin to do, the concept of Copp. But my parting message to people them is, if you can't vote, then you don't tell Mumu. And if you know one for being Mumu, you get for register. Only if you register, then you go able to vote.
Okay, forward and that now they advise that now when you register, now you go to vote. So if you don't register, then later you go see somebody who they admire, you want to vote for, how you able to vote for them. So now for register and reserve your opinions until you will get a political party or a candidate you admire. And in fact, that document they now a very good security for you as a national of this country. Somebody don't send a text here, critical one, we say as Copp, you see which effort you don't apply or see how Mohammed Kamariba Mansare in issue will be expedited. If they find out guilty, make it so far the penalty. If they're not guilty, make them free. But how far I don't go for make sure say justice taking cause as quick as possible.
Quite honestly, we don't now know say what Mohammed Kamariba Mansare didn't prison for. Not to the reason make a delay. There's now a political undertone. As a consortium, we don't do all we can. Press releases, visitations, letters upon letters. We don't meet Chief Justice. We all be all concerned. We don't meet them all. With the visitor, yes, with the visitors, you know, and talk with them, make fun with them, give them courage, give them hope.
So membership want to know how una see in health.
It had challenging. It can rise and fall. It can rise and fall. Now we go there, we can ginger them up, you know. But it is not good for this country. Other offenses they don't commit. When serious person they don't accuse, they don't allege for. they don't grant the bail. And Sierra Leone will go down on record for gross human rights abuse of that nature. There's nothing wrong if you grant a bail, they appear court. But for 2 years,
very strong transition adjustment.
we do. For 2 years, we don't visit, we don't go to churches. Wanted this person go do this. I mean, this is how it's not good for peace for this country. It's not good for unity for this country. If they set a bad precedent, but you know what? This consortium will conform to a coalition. We come to power. All of those things will be on the past. Not do me and do you. We put forgiving. What is so difficult about Cameroon myself? What is so special about the matter? We don't write to the committee. They said don't write, they don't do, or they don't leave. Now the last resort is God. We don't let the matter get God now. But when they want to go back with people, they don't talk to, we say, no, go still continue. When they go back to the real rejuvenation, we go press hard now. We can't use force. The choice is obvious. They have conscience and posterity is watching them to judge them tomorrow. What is good for the goose could not be good for the gander. Or equally, it can be good for the gander. But when we come to governance, then vengeance, they do me to you will not take king. It will not unite this nation. As it is now, the euphoria is negative. We will continue to pray. And all what you be bad message. Let us not forget God in all of this, what they do. God is supreme, God is fast. They'll consult God and they'll talk to God. Let God intervene in this nation. They will be peaceful, will be loving. They will don't deal with all the minerals who will enjoy peacefully with love and unity. Thank you very much.
Okay, family, that now the voice of Tony Songa, we are going to be the national chairman for the PMDC, when I post movement for democratic change. Yes, John Sivali.
Well, listener, today me happy we are get this kind of setting today. Copp Kenema, you know, this is not both game for better Sierra Leone, you know, and people them where they listen we so then go only wish for make themselves the part of Copp now, you know. Na Kenema, anywhere we don't go, where then they listen we so today. Me, they pray that Kamarimba one day come out, and not only Kamarimba, any other political party within what, within confusion, within turmoil, with problem their eyes. We pray that it will be settled and will forge ahead as what a consortium, you know, and then you know future plan of follow transform the consortium into a coalition, and that coalition now go take we towards elections, and then go see how at the end of elections Sierra Leoneans go speak together, they go laugh together, they go sit down, they eat together, yeah. And this is more of level 3. Because we talk about level 3, we know what will happen. For the APC, we talk about level 3, people they begin shake. They go arrest with spokesman, they put an asset. You know, but however, level 3 actually na a law-abiding level. We say we mobilize all Sierra Leoneans for go to the polls. You know, for make them vote, their conscience, them votes for whether they want at this country and win elections. Now they call level 3. They therefore do true love for me is now they do that. Yeah? And this is not a campaign time at all. Like how can on a public education, make people they know what's in Copp they do, right? And then but all the one that would listen to me today, citizens of Sierra Leone, you are the lawgivers and the law abiding. You are the alpha and the omega. You are the beginning and the end of every process. Support Copp so that Sierra Leone will transform to a better footing, so that we begin them by tomorrow. Let's go enjoy this beautiful Sierra Leone. Yeah.
Okay. One last text message, madam. They say how now they relate with the Peace and National Cohesion Commission, for see how some of them political challenges are going to be resolved, Kamaremba and others.
Yeah, the Peace Commission, now like, you know when you get a whoa, like a femi, then you rub a makeup, you get a lipstick, then you get an eyelash, you know that big eyelash, you get all that thing, and then you feel to say, nah, better thing. They're not ready yet for Peace Commission, I think. Approach political parties. Give me 3-4 people. We go choose the best 2. Go to the CSOs. Give me 2-3 people. Let us choose. And then you put together a Peace Commission. I was part of Bintumani's team. I hear you waiting and tell me the Rwandans. ayeri waiting the Kenyans they advise me. But then you peace commission na Kenya. When the peace commission, it has now you say it has pleased His Excellency to appoint. Where it says he should consult, he does not. The peace commission in Kenya, then they approach and say, no, sir, you cannot do this. No, the peace commission in Kenya came to Sierra Leone and gave us advice. But you see the thing with advice, it is advice. You can take it or you can leave it. So as far as I'm concerned, the concept is good. The talking, the narrative is good. We wait for the action. It is not yet here.
Okay, from them, of course, that now the voices of my studio guests, then will be down there with me in the studio. When our Femi Claudius Cole, we happen to be the chairperson for Copp, when our consortium of progressive political parties, we don't form Salon. And also in the studios, I'll be there with Tony Songa, we happen to be the national chairman for PMDC political party, when our People's Movement for Democratic Change. And also, I'm in the studios, I'll be there with John Sivali, where we don't be the district public relations officer for the All People's Congress at the eastern part of Salon. And I believe so when I don't listen to all the team studio guests and say, and definitely they don't tell you about Copp, and we don't know what team Copp they about. But subsequently, I'm to go for the make sure say they can inform you more about Copp, and I believe say when say go give your input. And this is a national issue. I believe say as a result of all those who don't listen to ya, na team way na right for listen, na right for decide on now, and everybody in right for belong. And like how the mommy be the same, make everybody go register. We register, you go for take and make sound decision with regards whether you want to vote in favor of and whether you want to vote against. And that document is indeed a very good national document for you. So if I can reach to this point, tell una thank you for una send una text messages, or una call and listen to the program. We will present the program in a Kaunde Abu Kaunde Panabo. And like I say, I've been on in the studio with Femi Claudius Cole, when I chairperson for Copp, Tony Songa, when I the PMDC national chairperson, and John Sibali, where we don't be the district chairperson, public relations officer for All People's Congress. And the program will be on listen to Daybreak Salon, where the country from Voice of the East, where they can call Vote FM on 88.9, of course, within the Kenema Shopping Plaza. And my executive producer for the program and the CEO of the radio, we happen for Big Edward Kale. Once more, I have to count the Panabo. And a repeat broadcast of this program from them will come to in the afternoon hours around 6 after 12 today. We will listen and we will also get exactly waiting and waiting to run discuss here. Once more, I thank you and I appreciate your participation and I appreciate the coming of the studio guests and for all invitation.